Hi, welcome back to our Sproutable Parent Q&A. We get a lot of questions from parents about behavior at the park, and this week we have a question from a parent about what to do when your child hurts another child at the park. And it could be the same response whether it's a friend that you're there with or a child that you don't know. But our inclination sometimes when our kid is the one that's hurt another kid, and trust me, all kids do it, right? All three of my kids have as well. Pulled entire chunks of hair, thrown sand, thrown rocks, pushed, you name it. We see it everywhere, right? So our inclination is to pull them away or immediately go to the child that's been hurt and to avoid, but it's actually an opportunity for our child to see that cause and effect. So if you can go swoop right in and say, oh no, look what happened to what you did to our friend. Our friend looks really hurt right now. When you throw sand, it got in their eye and he's crying. He looks really hurt. So just hold that moment for just a minute. Our kids are resilient. They will be okay. Unless there is massive blood or a broken arm, it is okay to just hold that space and just say, wow, look what happened. And then really move it to, how can we help our friend? And then look to the friend. So you're being the script, right? Instead of forcing that apology in that moment. You can just say, I'm so sorry about that. Can we help you brush the sand off? Is there a comfort item? Or we might ask, do you want to come play ball with us? And then that might be the moment that you can turn to your kid and say, you know what? Sometimes our friends need a break from us if they're not feeling safe in this moment. Just modeling that apology and the extra part of how can I fix it, because an apology is not enough. If it's somebody that we don't know, it can be really embarrassing. It can be embarrassing either way, but just shaking that off, really modeling that confidence in your own kid, your trust that this is an opportunity to learn, it's practice. So just in that moment, really saying, look at what happened, really looking at their face specifically. They're crying right now or they feel really sad. And then really saying, okay, let's go practice what we're going to do differently next time. Our kiddo was probably flooded in that moment too, right? That was their response to something where they didn't have the skill in order to ask the appropriate question, like, can I please take a turn? So they just grabbed it and pushed the person. So that's a mental note to ourselves that's skill building opportunity for next time, that they really need that practice in how to appropriately say, can I take a turn? When can I have a turn? Or just being able to wait patiently for something. Conflict in general can be triggering for us as parents, and so we are often just wanting to stop it. But when we can actually embrace it as an opportunity to build more social skills and to practice patience and waiting turns and gentle touching, then we're able to embrace that moment and use it as a learning opportunity even when we get home. So then over the next few days until the next time that we're going to the park, we might be doing some role playing or practicing with stuffies or their special characters for how to solve a problem at the park or to what we're going to be doing differently next time. So it's not just in that moment that we feel like we have to cram everything in. We can really just use it as that cause and effect type of an experience, modeling our apology and really modeling how to show empathy and compassion for the other kid, for how can we fix it, how can we make him feel better. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. The park is just a hotbed for challenging behaviors, we know. So keep sending your questions our way and we will see you next time. Real moments are learning moments.